Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex, and I have some updates from around the land of smiles for you today, this beautiful Friday, April 26th.
This ad is brought to you by Carzuno, the easiest way to lease a brand new car in Thailand.
Now we're going to start with our main story, which is a bit of a harrowing tale, as Thailand is cooking. So Thailand heatstroke deaths have reached 30 as scorching temperatures continue to boil the country. Now, Thailand is currently grappling with a severe heat wave that has resulted in at least 30 fatalities from heatstroke this year, as reported by the health ministry. The country has been experiencing unprecedented temperatures, with Bangkok facing an extremely dangerous heat index exceeding 52 degrees Celsius. This heat wave is part of a larger pattern affecting parts of South and Southeast Asia, intensified by the El Niño weather phenomenon. Now, authorities are particularly concerned about the elderly and those with health issues, advising them to stay indoors and stay hydrated. All right, guys, you got to pay attention to the signs of heat stroke. I've been seeing some weird stuff lately, even amongst my friends. I've had a friend who recently fainted standing out in the sun, and I was there for it. Luckily, I was there. I was able to help and spring into action. But yeah, this is a real thing. I've fainted before. It is a scary experience. And if nobody's there to help you, you could cook. So it's important. We've lost 30 people already this year. It's a real issue here. So make sure, stay hydrated, stay cool, get in the shade, and just take care of yourselves. Don't end up this kind of statistic. All right. We're going to move on to our next story. U.S. and Thailand have some military partnerships going on. So the U.S. Carrier Strike Group is revisiting Thailand after almost 3 years. So yes, that's right. The U.S. Carrier Strike Group, led by the USS Theodore Roosevelt, has returned to Thailand for the first time since 2018, anchoring at Lam Chabang for a routine port visit. This visit includes not only the flagship, but also Carrier Air Wing 11 and ships from Destroyer Squadron 23. Rear Admiral Christopher Alexander highlighted the opportunity to strengthen the long-standing U.S.-Thai naval friendship. The crew is also participating in community service events and exploring Thai culture, with special opportunities for Thai-American crew members to reconnect with their families. This is a big deal, right? I think a lot of these exercises and drills were put on hold because of the pandy, but obviously there's a lot of muscle flexing going on around the world. Of course, in Eastern Europe, you have the Middle East, and the issue with China and Taiwan is always ever present in the minds of American policymakers. So maintaining these strong relationships and these strong ties with America's southeastern partners is a big priority in terms of American foreign policy. And yeah, I think it depends on your perspective. If you're in these southeastern countries, who's a better friend, China or America? Both come with lots of benefits in terms of economics, but I think the cooperation, it's funny, countries like Thailand trying to straddle that, play nice with everybody. But yeah, Thailand is still very strong friends with America, and these military exercises are another sign of that strength of the relationship. All right, well, let's get on to our next story. So a Thai woman has been arrested for impersonating a neurosurgeon and scamming over 1 million baht. That's right, in Bangkok, a 35-year-old woman named Suwanampa, also known as Pla, has been arrested for impersonating a neurosurgeon and defrauding over 1 million baht from medical staff, officials, and a romantic partner. The scam extended to a romantic relationship formed through Facebook, where she deceived her partner into believing she was a doctor at a real hospital, resulting in substantial financial loss. The total scam accumulated to 1.2 million baht, mainly through deceit involving supposed medical emergencies. Wow, the gall. I don't know. How convincing do you have to be able to... Oh, go back a little. Sorry, hold on. You're going too far. Thank you. Okay, technical difficult. We're getting there. All right, stop. Pause. I'm giving my thoughts. We're good. Okay. So anyways, I don't know how many TV dramas, medical dramas you would have to read or watch in order to be able to convincingly tell people that you are a neurosurgeon without ever proving it. 1.2 million baht, that's no small amount of money. So it's curious. Yeah, make sure that your people are licensed. And if you are seeing a doctor in a romantic relationship, try to surprise them at work. Make sure that they're actually doctors. Yeah, this poor guy. Hopefully some justice will be meted out. All right, on to our next story. We got good news for Australians. Visa services are now easily accessible for Australians in Phuket. So, starting from April 29th, Australians in Phuket have the convenience of accessing visa services locally, including the provision of biometrics as announced by Australian Ambassador Angela McDonald. This service, previously limited to Bangkok and Chiang Mai, is now extended to Phuket through Australian Biometric Collection Centre managed by VFS Global. This initiative is part of a broader effort following the 2024 ASEAN-Australia Special Summit, where Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese pledged significant funds to enhance visa accessibility for Southeast Asia. Well, there you go. You need a little bit of reciprocity, don't you, Australia? So, I mean, there's tons. Australians very famous for invading Southeast Asia pretty regularly. Bali, Phuket, all of that stuff. But it's pretty difficult for these Southeast Asian countries to be able to visit Australia pretty easily. A pretty stringent visa policy they have down there. So, I guess this is the negotiating chip that Thailand has. Hey, we want those extra services in Phuket? Make it a little easier for us to get into Australia. How about that? Because, yeah, I think that is a major destination for the Aussies. Phuket is, of course, everyone knows the Russians are there, but believe me, the Aussies are well invaded and well entrenched in Phuket, too. So that's a very good service if you are Australian in Phuket. You can look forward to that. You don't have to make your trip up to Bangkok for that stuff. All right, Cora says, Bogan invasion. Love it. Yeah, can't wait. All right, on to our next story. So the ex-deputy prime minister of Thailand, he has an 87 million baht luxury car collection, and it has been unveiled. So the National Anti-Corruption Commission, or NACC, has disclosed the assets of General Prawit, the former deputy prime minister and chairman of the Sports Authority of Thailand, or SAT, revealing a wealth of 87 million baht, including a collection of luxury cars. His declared assets include bank deposits of over 40 million baht, investments of 6.5 million baht, prime real estate valued at around 10 million baht, and luxury vehicles totaling 13.6 million baht. This disclosure comes amid earlier controversies, including a scandal over luxury watches and rings, which had previously put him under scrutiny. This is always a question, right? I never know what to do with these stories because obviously the people in positions of power are fairly wealthy to begin with, right? Like that's often how they have the resources to be able to pursue public office and things like that. So the question becomes, was their position of power used to gain personal wealth? Obviously, there's an ongoing investigation right here. They've revealed his assets, but what they have not revealed is how he acquired them. So if this is made off of money from his private sector work, sure, fair game. But this is why we have this kind of scrutiny for public officials. We don't want people to be abusing their power in order to enrich themselves. So the investigation goes on. But he sure does have a lot in the form of assets. So something went right for him. All right. Finally, we got our last story for today. And I'm excited because I haven't done one of these in a while. A snake story. That's right, a massive python has been rescued from the Ayutthaya drainage pipe after, most likely, a cat meal. So in Pranakon, Ayutthaya province, a nearly 4-meter-long python, bloated from a recent meal, presumed to be a cat, was found trapped in a drainage pipe, leading to a dramatic rescue operation. The Ayutthaya Radio Center was alerted by homeowners who discovered the large snake unable to move inside the pipe. After more than an hour, the python was successfully extracted to the relief of gathered onlookers. Following the rescue, local superstition stirred discussions about the snake as a potential bringer of luck, with residents considering using the house number to bet on lottery numbers. The rescued python was safely relocated back to the wild. If you want those numbers, though, you're going to have to go to thetiger.com, read the article yourself, where you can get that luck. But yeah, anyways, guys, that'll do it for our updates from around the land of smiles today. We will be back on Monday with all of our subscribers, and hopefully my partner in crime, Jay, will be all recovered and back with me as well.
This ad is brought to you by Carzuno, the easiest way to lease a brand new car in Thailand.